Joe Gibbs Racing has just dropped a bombshell that's turning heads across the NASCAR world. In a sport where strategic moves are the norm, this announcement has left fans and insiders alike stunned, and it's already sparking big questions about what's next. So, what did Joe Gibbs Racing do that's so shocking? They've signed Justin Bonsignore, a four-time NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour champion, to drive their number 19 Toyota Supra in 5 NASCAR Xfinity Series races for the 2025 season. Justin Bonsignore is not just any driver. He's a legend in the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour. Bonsignore has an impressive resume that includes 45 career wins, 130 top 5 finishes, and 169 top 10 finishes in just 226 starts. That's an average finish of 7.9, which is truly remarkable. He's also collected 33 pole positions and led a staggering 5,442 laps throughout his career. But what makes Bonsignore's signing even more notable is that he's the reigning NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour champion. In fact, he's won the championship 4 times, with his most recent title coming in 2024. During that championship-winning season, Bonsignore won 5 races and recorded 12 top 5 finishes in a 16-race schedule. He clinched the title by a comfortable 30-point margin over 2-time series champion Ron Silk. Bonsignore's dominance in the Modified Tour is truly impressive. He's won championships in 2018, 2020, 2021, and 2024. This level of success over such a long period demonstrates not just his skill behind the wheel, but also his ability to adapt to changing conditions and competition year after year. Now, you might be thinking, okay, he's good in the Modified Tour, but how does that translate to the Xfinity Series? Well, that's where things get interesting. Bonsignore actually made his Xfinity Series debut with Joe Gibbs Racing in 2024 at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Despite having no practice or qualifying laps, he managed to lead 3 laps and was running in the top 10 before a multi-car wreck with 19 laps remaining relegated him to a 22nd place finish. This performance clearly impressed the folks at Joe Gibbs Racing. Steve D'Souza, Executive Vice President of Xfinity Series and Development for JGR, had this to say about Bonsignore. He has proven himself over and over again in the modifieds, and he did a great job for us at New Hampshire with no track time before the race started. We're looking forward to seeing what he can do with more opportunities to adapt to the Xfinity cars and working with the same team multiple times this season. Bonsignore himself is thrilled about the opportunity. He said, "When we had the opportunity to work with the Joe Gibbs Racing team at New Hampshire last year, it was a perfect pairing." As soon as that weekend was over, we started looking at options to run a larger schedule in 2025, and it all came together. When you work with a team like JGR, you know you're going to have a car in contention to win every race you run. We're looking forward to having some fun and chasing trophies. This excitement is understandable when you consider the success of Joe Gibbs Racing's Xfinity Series program. The team has an impressive 214 wins in the series, including 11 in 2024 alone. Throughout its history, 23 different drivers have taken JGR to victory lane in the Xfinity Series. Perhaps even more impressively, 14 of those drivers claimed their first career victory in the series while driving for JGR. The organization has also won 4 Xfinity Series driver championships and 6 owners championships, but Bonsignore's signing is just one part of a larger shakeup in Joe Gibbs Racing's driver lineup for 2025. The team has a revamped NASCAR Xfinity Series roster that includes some exciting new talent. Taylor Gray will be taking over as the full-time driver of the organization's number, last season as a full-time competitor in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series while making select starts in JGR's number 54 Xfinity Series car. Another new addition to the JGR Xfinity Series roster is William Sawalich, who will drive the team's number 18 Xfinity car full-time in 2025. Sawalich is coming off back-to-back championships in the ARCA Menard Series East for JGR in 2023 and 2024. The Minnesota teenager made his Xfinity Series debut last year at Homestead Miami Speedway. And let's not forget about Brandon Jones, who's returning to JGR after spending the last 2 seasons at JR Motorsports. Jones will be driving the number 20 Xfinity Series car. During his previous 5-year stint with JGR from 2018 to 2022, Jones won 5 races and qualified for the playoffs every year. His best season came in 2020 when he finished 6th in the standings with 3 wins. So why is Bonsignore's signing so significant? Well, it represents a unique opportunity for a grassroots racing champion to prove himself on a larger stage. This move is reminiscent of the path taken by Ryan Preece, another modified star who parlayed a part-time opportunity with JGR into a full-time Cup Series career. Preece's story is worth noting here. Instead of taking a full-time ride with a less competitive team, Preece chose to run just 4 Xfinity Series races with Gibbs Racing in 2017. He made the most of that opportunity, scoring a win and using that success as a springboard to a full-time Cup career. Could Bonsignore be following a similar path? It's also worth considering the potential impact this could have on Bonsignore's career. At 36 years old, he's already established himself as one of the all-time greats in the Modified Tour. But success in the Xfinity Series could open up even more opportunities for him in NASCAR's top divisions. Of course, there are still some details that haven't been announced yet. We don't know which specific races Bonsignore will be competing in, or who else might be sharing the number 19 car with him throughout the season. Gibbs Racing has said that the full driver schedule for the number 19 All-Star entry will be announced at a later date. But this Xfinity Series shakeup isn't the only change happening at Gibbs Racing for the 2025 season. There are also some significant shifts happening in their NASCAR Cup Series program. First and foremost, Chase Briscoe will be taking over the number 19 car, replacing the now retired Martin Truex Jr. Briscoe comes to JGR after spending the last 4 seasons with Stewart-Haas Racing. During his time at SHR, Briscoe scored playoff-clinching wins in both 2022 and 2024. The move to JGR's number 19 car, which Truex drove to 15 wins and 2 runner-up points finishes over 6 seasons, could provide Briscoe with an even better platform for success. Briscoe expressed his excitement about joining JGR in a tweet. He wrote, "Even though I think everyone knew, super excited to finally make it official. Can't wait to join the @Gibbs Racing family and get to do it with the iconic at Bass Pro Shops on the hood. Can't wait to get to work." There are also some crew chief changes happening within the JGR Cup Series teams. Chris Gale, who spent the last 2 seasons as Ty Gibbs's crew chief and led him to the 2022 NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship, will be moving to Denny Hamlin's number 11th team. This move comes as Chris Gabehart, Hamlin's crew chief for the past 6 years, has been promoted to competition director. These changes come at a crucial time for Gibbs Racing. Last year, all 4 of their Cup drivers failed to reach the championship 4, with Martin Truex Jr. stepping away from full-time racing. Though he will make one last appearance in this year's Daytona 500, the team will be looking to Denny Hamlin, Christopher Bell, Ty Gibbs, and newcomer Chase Briscoe to lead them back to championship contention.